Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I got a bit of a different video today. If you're new here, I normally talk about clothes and makeup. Sometimes I might talk about art supplies, but that hasn't happened yet, but it might happen soon. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to subscribe. I'd love to see you here and to interact with you. But let's just get into the actual video itself. So today I'm going to be reviewing slash giving my first impressions on two purses, and they're both from Killstar. You probably heard of them before. I've been wanting these purses for a while now, and when I mean a while, I mean almost a year. So I've been waiting a significant amount of time before I actually took the plunge with these purses. I'm not much of a person who likes to buy a lot of purses. I buy a purse and I use that purse for a significant amount of time until I get bored with it. And even when I get bored with it, I still don't buy another bag. So I use purses for a long period of time. If you want to know what bag I currently use and love, you guys can go up there in the little eye up there that I have there. You can see in my what's in my bag video where I currently use my Love Paint and Stitches bag if you're interested in seeing that. But for this video, let's get into it. So I purchased two bags like I mentioned before from Killstar. This is one of them right here, just for a general look-see of it. It's in the shape of a milk carton. Now you may be wondering, why do you want a bag that's shaped like a milk carton? And to that I say, why not? I like small bags, but not for the same purposes people would normally use small bags. I feel like it stems from my childhood where I would have tiny bags and carry small random little things, from fake plastic cell phones, if you guys know what I'm talking about, or small little plastic teddy bears. Yeah, I was a weird child. But let's just get into the specs of this first bag. So first what we have is obviously the chain, and I'm holding it taut because I don't want it to make noise. It'll go crazy. So we have a metal chain and a faux leather strap right here where it will lean on top of your shoulder so that way it doesn't hurt you, which is a nice little design choice because I don't know if you guys ever used like a bag that had a full-on chain as its like strap. It kind of sucks. It really sucks. So moving forward, so it has a faux leather straw, and the entire bag is faux leather, by the way. This bag is not leather. It has a zipper that goes all the way around, so it basically stops at the back of the actual bag. So it kind of stops right here, all the way in the back. So when it bends over, it kind of opens like this. And inside you have Killstar branding all up in the lining and a little patch that says Killstar. There are no additional pockets. It's just kind of like a bucket. You kind of just throw your things in there. And as for any other information I can give you about this bag, it does have a care label on the inside that can't really be seen unless you kind of take a flashlight and stick it inside. But it basically just says that it is faux leather, it has a polyester lining, and to keep it away from fire. Because if you don't know what faux leather is, it's basically plastic and it means it's very flammable, so just something you're aware of. But beyond that, it has some printing all the way around. It has Killstar branding all around the top of, I guess you could say, the milk carton. Killstar branding all the way around with little tidbits that says Goth milk, strawberry flavor, or should I say skullberry flavor, and then more Killstar branding all around the side. As for the actual bag itself, it has a little nutrition facts thing on the side of the bag, and it says all kinds of really ridiculous things like dark delight, creepy, drama, deadly, F's given, and weird, and also the ingredients that it supposedly carries. So it's very like kitschy in that sort of way. It looks pretty realistic. Like if Killstar ever decides to get into food and kind of does this, it kind of would be incredibly hilarious. But as for the front of the bag, it just says Goth milk on the front, and it says a good source of doom and gloom, and it just says it's a 99-cent carton of milk, so to speak. And you get your two little strawberry shaped Scully boys and your non-dairy and fat-free little tidbits at the bottom. It's just very kind of stupid in the way that it is, kind of over the top and not meant to be taken seriously. It's supposed to be kind of satirical, and I hope that you guys see it as satirical and not something serious. But beyond that, you get your two little strawberry dudes on the side as well, and it's just black and red printing all around the bag. As for the size of the bag, it measures, if we look at my hand, and I have tiny hands, it's about the size of my hand. So it's pretty small. I'll actually measure the bag and I'll put the size of the bag right here and its dimensions if you're curious. And I'll also put what Killstar says their bag measures, so just so you have something to compare it with. But that is the first bag. So I'm just gonna put this to the side and I'm gonna go into the next bag. Alright guys, so this is the second bag that I purchased, and this is also from Killstar, like I said earlier. And I just want to mention two things. This is a convertible kind of bag sort of thing. You can turn it into a backpack. So it's got like these rings right here where you can clip the straps in order to make it a backpack. So I'm just going to pop it open here so you guys can see. You can take off these and it basically turns it into a bag, because you get not just the backpack straps, but you get also a long chain similar to the one that you would get in the Goth milk bag that you can attach on the side of these kind of D-rings, so you guys can turn it into a regular shoulder bag or a backpack, depending on what your preference that day is. I will say that if you turn it into a backpack, it looks a lot better than if you wear it as a regular side bag, because it looks a little bulky, so just so you're aware. So let's get into the specs of this bag. So it's basically a bag that's shaped like a cereal box. What you would expect a cereal box size to be is what the bag is. That's about the size. Like I said with the Goth milk, I'll put the size specifications here based on my own measurements, and I will also put Killstar's measurements as well if I can find them. To describe the bag, we have a Unlucky Charms design on the front part of the bag, and it's just printed on in gray and black, or should I say printed gray and white. You got a little kind of dead guy or death sort of character. I'm guessing he's juggling the Unlucky Charms marshmallows that would come with this imaginary cereal. By the way, I would probably buy like this cereal if it was an actual cereal. And it just has various little marshmallow charms. And it just has Killstar branding on the top, and it just says Goth Flakes to feed your soul. On the side of the bag, it has nutrition facts, which also has a bunch of little kind of stupid, over-the-top, satirical things in the little sections, such as bad luck, bewitchment, hope, misfortune, F's given, and superstition, followed by more little marshmallow pieces. And it also says that it's a good source of doom and gloom, whatever that means. On the back of the bag, like I showed you guys earlier, it has the rings to where you can attach your straps in order to make it a backpack. There is no print on the back. And on the side, it just says, make every day Friday the 13th. I don't know what that has to do with the fact that these are Goth Flakes or a cereal box, but we're just gonna roll with it. And the bottom just has nothing on it. It's just nothing on the bag. Now for the actual zipper, which I find to be a very interesting design. So if you guys have used backpacks before, and if you haven't, what planet are you living on? Usually there are zippers on the side that are very easily accessible. So people can obviously go in, unzip your backpack if you're not careful, especially like if you're at a concert or a convention or wherever, they can unzip your bag and possibly steal your stuff. But what this bag has is that you can zip it all the way to the back to where your back would be. So here is the zipper function. You get two zippers, and they're Killstar branded, by the way. The zippers are a little stiff, but I think that's because of manufacturing. I've only used this bag probably 2 times thus far, and it is still very stiff, while I've used the Goth milk bag probably 3 to 4 times. So the zipper opens with a lot more ease. So I feel like the more that you use the bag, the easier that the zipper opens, but there are ways for you to like grease a zipper so that way it opens. Also, the zipper is metal, so it's not a plastic zipper at all. So back to the zipper. You see right here where it hangs, or it would be where your back is. So you can just put one zipper here on the side and then you zip it all the way down. And this is still a very stiff zipper, so I do apologize if this takes me a lot longer than I intended. And then you just take the zipper and you can clasp it right there. So then no one can get to your bag without you feeling it. It's pretty brilliant if you ask me. So you guys can see right there the little it hangs right there, and if this was against your back, you would feel if someone was fiddling with your shit, and then you can smack the shit out of them. I find that to be a very nice design. So again, the zipper is very stiff, but the more you use it and the more that you open it, the easier it opens, as you can see there. As for the inside of the bag, we have Killstar branding all up in the lining. On the inside, you get quite a few pockets. You get a zipper pocket where you can put your tampons, your wallet, your money, whatever the hell you want to put in there. There is a bit of kind of, I want to say, either damage or flaking or whatever it might be on the inside of the bag, but I think it is washable. But it's also not something that really particularly bothers me per se. It's not a big deal for me. Nobody's really gonna see it. But if that's something that may bother you, just check your bag and make sure there's no kind of weird staining to it. I feel like if I wash this will come off. And then on the inside, the zipper does also say Killstar. You can open it, and inside it just has more Killstar lining, and I can fit almost my whole hand in the zipper part. As for all the way inside the bag, you get another pocket that fits maybe a cell phone in it, and another side pocket as well. So you get two side pockets, a zipper pocket, and then the main compartment. Since it's kind of like a book bag sort of situation, you can actually fit a couple of regular chapter books, and also you can fit about a standard size composition book in here, and also a very small planner or a small notebook, or standard size notebook I should say. You can't fit like a binder, like one of those big thick binders, you can't fit in here. So let me just zip up the bag up again, and then I'll give you guys my general review of these purses. So to get into my final kind of thoughts and review on the Goth Milk bag, I think it's a really good bag for what it is. The price point of this bag is around $32, but I'll put the exact price here if you guys are curious. I know it's quite a bit for a bag, but I really wanted it. And I have found use for it in these very strange times we are in. I've gone shopping and I don't want to really carry my big Love Paint and Stitches bag because it's so big. I don't want to carry it. So normally all I carry nowadays is just my cell phone and my card holder, and I usually carry my car keys in my pocket. So this has been very useful in that regard, because I just can throw my cell phone and my card holder in here without any issue, and I can be on my way. But since it's a small bag, it's not meant to carry a lot of things. It really cannot carry a lot of things. Like, you can't fit an iPad in here. I hope you wouldn't try to fit an iPad in here. But you can fit a small notebook, you can fit a tube of lipstick, you can fit your phone, and you can fit obviously a card holder and a small wallet. Like if it's a wallet, like a men's wallet, you can fit in here. But if you have one of those very long women's wallets, you are not going to be able to fit in here. I tried already. So just as an FYI. If you like small bags and you are aware that it's more of a kind of evening outing sort of bag, then I would recommend it, mainly because the chain is a nice chain. It's not a cheap chain. It has the nice little faux leather part right here. But since it is a small bag, it is meant for more of a night out instead of daily use. So just kind of be aware of that. Faux leather bags typically don't hold up very well over time. So just be aware of that. So just take care of your bag. Don't put it out in the sun or anything, or cause anything that would cause any harm to the faux leather, because it is not leather. Leather will react differently to heat in ways that faux leather cannot. I mean, there is a tag inside of here that says that the bag is incredibly flammable, so just so you're aware of that, keep it away from flames and bonfires. mainly bonfires. But overall, I give the bag a nice 5 out of 5 stars, and this is obviously subjective because I like tiny bag, and I've also spent a very long time wanting this tiny bag. Alright, I'm gonna stop rambling about tiny bag and move on to the other bag. Alright, so back to this bag. I took off all of the appendages. I'm gonna call them appendages because I don't want them to make a lot of noise, so you guys can just get the full-on bag itself. The only main issue I have with this bag is the zipper. Sometimes it opens nicely, like I said, and then sometimes it doesn't, and I think it's just because it's new. If it doesn't get any better, I will update you guys in the description down below, because it'll literally take me less than a second to update you guys if it sucks or not. But I feel like I need to use the bag more in order to see if the zipper fixes itself, which I'm hoping it does. Overall though, I give the backpack 4.5 stars out of 5, mainly because the zipper keeps getting stuck, but like I said, I haven't used it very much, so keep that in mind. But overall, I do like the design. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. Like, you could probably take this to a convention and carry all your important stuff and just walk around. But if you were going to, like, let's say a concert, I probably wouldn't take it to a concert because it's a nice bag and you wouldn't want it to get pulled on anything or anything like that. So I would mainly use this bag in situations that wouldn't require a lot of people surrounding you and possibly punching into you, i.e. a rock concert. So I wouldn't use it for a rock concert. But if you want to go to the library or use it as your daily bag, this would definitely be a very good daily bag. It is pretty sturdy. It does have some nice bolting on the sides of the bag, so it can definitely withstand some daily use. But again, it is a faux leather bag, so you just have to kind of take care of it in a different way than you would most other bags. But overall, this bag could definitely withstand daily use overall. So 4.5 stars out of 5 for this bag right here. But that's basically the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of slightly different type of video. Let me know in the comments down below if you have these bags or you've been thinking about purchasing this bag, or if you've had these bags for a while and how they've treated you. I'd love to know so I can get an idea of what's to come for me if I use these bags regularly. But with that said and done, like always, take care of yourselves, be kind to one another, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.